Are you an expert? Well, the short answer is yes, and if you watch this video to the end, I'm going to help you understand exactly how to figure out what you are an expert in. So I've made some notes that we can run through together, mainly so I don't forget anything. So let's get into it. So the first step in starting your own online education business is figuring out what skill, knowledge or interest you already have that you can build a business around. So you may be thinking to yourself, I don't know what I'm good at, I don't have any skills, I'm not an expert, I don't think people would be interested in what I know, and I don't think people would pay me for my knowledge. I can tell you in 99% of cases, you're wrong. You are an expert in something, you just need to try and figure out what that is. You have knowledge or skills that can help someone get from where they are to where they want to be. And we're going to run through a few questions in this video that will help you figure out where your expertise or skills lie. But first, I think it's important that we reframe the word expert. So think of knowledge as a scale from 1 to 10. So 10 is the best in the world, and 1 is someone who's just getting started. You do not need to be a 10 out of 10 to help someone. If someone is brand new, they shouldn't be learning from someone who's a 10 out of 10. It's just going to be too advanced. So if you're a 1, say for example, you should be learning from someone who's a 2, a 3, maybe a 4. Someone who's further along, say a 5, should be learning from someone who's a 6, a 7 or an 8, and so on and so on. The point is, you only need to be 1 or 2 steps ahead of the person you're helping. So I'll give you an example that I made a quick note of here. Last night my children were doing their homework and my 7-year-old son got stuck with some maths. So my 9-year-old daughter was able to step in and help him. Now she's not a 10 out of 10 when it comes to maths. You know, she's not a teacher, she's not an expert by any means. But she's already done what he was trying to do and was therefore able to help him get from point A to point B. So she's at least 1 step ahead, so she's able to help him. Another example, I taught my children how to ride their bikes. I don't even own a bike, and I haven't ridden one for about 10 years. But I know how to do it and was therefore able to teach them and help them get results and be able to ride a bike. Now you have a skill or knowledge that you can teach to others. It's as simple as that. So what are some questions you can ask yourself to figure out exactly where your expertise lies? So the first one, which is a really good one, is what do your friends come to you for advice on? So my wife, for example, she is a vegetarian, she's a personal trainer, and she's going through the menopause. So she gets asked questions all the time from her friends about menopause, fitness, nutrition, how to cook vegetarian meals, all that kind of stuff. So she could quite easily, and it's something I'm trying to encourage her to do at the moment, but she could quite easily start creating content around the knowledge that she already has and the knowledge that she's being asked for from people. She could easily start creating content on the internet around that, and help other people who are a little bit further behind her that would like to know what she knows. So that's a really good one to think about, what do you get asked for advice on? The next one is, are there any significant transformations or accomplishments that you've achieved in your life? Now, just to kind of give you some ideas, this could be something like moving to another country, securing a dream job, stopping smoking, stopping drinking, losing weight, anything that is kind of transformational that you have gone through in your life. Have a little think about what those things are, and start jotting them down, because I'm almost certain that there will be something that you have done in your life that other people would like to do as well, and other people would like to understand how to get from where they are to how to get to where you are, and basically solve the problem that you've gone through. Another one you can ask yourself is, are there any difficult life events you've gone through? For example, have you had to deal with loss? Have you had any relationship issues? Have you been divorced? Have you had any health issues that you've gone through and conquered? And have a think about, based on those experiences, what advice would you give to others that are going through the same thing that could help them through that process? Another one to ask is, what are your favourite practical non-fiction books? This can give you an indication on, kind of interests that you have, knowledge that you might not be aware that you have that could be useful to someone else. What do you already do for work, or what have you studied? And a final one is, if you had to sit down and write a detailed resource on one interest right now, what could it be? The point of all of these questions is to really try and eke out of your mind, what are the experiences in your life that you've had? What knowledge do you have? What skills do you have? You want to try and start brainstorming, really. And by asking yourself these questions, you should be able to get quite a few ideas written out. And there is a 99% chance that there's something on that list that there are other people in the world struggling with, and maybe they were where you used to be and would like to get to where you have got to. So don't think you're not an expert. You are an expert in someone else's eyes. You just need to try and figure out exactly what that is. Excuse me. Now, when you look online on YouTube and social media, everyone is sharing what they know. They're sharing what they've been through and what they find valuable, so other people can also find it valuable. And you almost certainly have a skill or knowledge that you can create content around on the internet, put a price tag on it, and start building an income. So basically what I want you to do is have a sit down and ask yourself these questions, and take some time to think about your answers and write down as many ideas as you can. Hopefully I think you'll be surprised. You'll have quite a few that come up. And in the next video, what we're going to do is cover how to sort of analyze the answers that you've written down, how to perform some market research to ascertain the potential size of the market, and also how to figure out exactly what your offer is. So that basically means, what problem can you solve, and exactly how can you help people. I'm going to include a link below in the description where I'll give you a copy of this document here, so you can grab a copy of it. And yeah, just like I said, I would suggest just sitting down, thinking about your answers to these questions, and just start writing a list, brainstorming, and getting many ideas out as you can. So yeah, make a start on that, and I'll see you in the next one.